Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum also broke down a little bit more yesterday, not unexpected. I gave you this support area that ideally Ethereum is going to hold if it wants to follow here the blue count to further upside to complete this fifth wave. On the Ethereum chart, it's certainly possible that ETH already finished this third wave in green, so this main third wave here to the upside that started back end of December. So you can see 5 subwaves here, and we could say that we finished the third wave up there a few days ago and at around 1670, and that we are now in this fourth wave. Now different possibilities. Everything's still open here in this range. Main bullish support for Ethereum remains to be at 1370. I want to make you aware of the possibilities that we have in this range because a few more have come up. Someone sent me an email and that was a very valid count as well. And I have another idea as well. And then we have to wait, I guess today we have to wait for the core PCE data that will also generate some volatility and may push us into one scenario and then give us some clarity where we are. So the first scenario that I have on the chart is that this third wave up there is finished and that what we're doing here is a WXY pattern. So W wave down, an X wave, triangle, and that we're now in the Y wave. And in the Y wave, we've got an A wave down, we've got an overshooting B wave, and we're now coming down in C. I find that less likely because the move down looks corrective, but it is a count that's valid and it would take us into the green support area. Would pretty much take us down to the upper third of that area between 1370 and 1500. So that's possible. That would assume we are still in the green wave 4. It could be that we just had an ABC pattern here, A wave, B wave, C wave, that the wave 4 is already done. Nothing I really believe at this stage because the move down was only really in 3 waves. So I really have a problem with that. I remember when we came down here, I said I would like to see one more micro low. And I wanted to see that because the C wave had only basically 3 waves. I mean, you can always interpret something into this, but for me it was a rather more like a 3 wave move. Yeah, so that's a possibility that wave 4 is already done. And we're now moving higher, and for that purpose I gave you this support area to possibly scale in with a small position. And so far it's holding, but so far has also failed to create an impulse afterwards, which it could still do, but I think it will fail. And then we've got 2 more scenarios. The first one I didn't think about, that I think, and I could be wrong, but it was certainly an Elliott Wave triangle. So we have the possibility here that let me think. It depends. You can draw that triangle in different ways. I would need to double check what the email said, but there were a couple of possibilities. So one I thought about, one I was given, and thanks for that again. And the first idea would be that this here was the beginning, the top of the wave 3 here. It doesn't really make a difference which one is playing out now. At 1606, and then we came down in an A wave, moved up in a B wave. These can be overshooting also in a triangle. So A, B, this was a C, this a D, and this an E. In that case, this support area is also relevant because from here we could now finish the E wave of the triangle, which would at the same time be the wave 4, and we could then rally to the upside. So that is a rather bullish count. Elliott Wave triangle, yeah, possible. And then there's another one where we could say wave 3 finished up here together with that wave 5, and that the triangle only started up there. A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. Also in this case, the support area should be relevant because in an upcoming D and E, we should not go lower than this. And then the E wave would be here and the wave 4 as well. And then we should rally from here. So these are the key possibilities. Either way, I wouldn't get too, but I said that before on Discord, Telegram, also in videos, I wouldn't get too fussed about what lower level wave pattern is playing out, because in a correction, and this is still a correction probably, in corrective wave patterns, I mean, anything can unfold here. Triangles can always extend out, you can always get another leg, you get headwinds when you try to trade them, and therefore it's sometimes best just to look at the key support areas, you know, the pivot points. Where do I buy? Where do I scale in? Where do I scale out? By the way, we had another support area here that worked out. Where do I buy? Where do I, you know, set my stop loss? And then also, it's not so important to think, you know, sometimes I get the questions, we enter these support areas, is this wave already over? I mean, nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's only my opinion then. Nobody knows. And that's why I like to scale into these support areas, because as soon as we exit them, we can move up the stop loss or move the stop loss to break even. And if it fails to create an impulse or it moves a bit higher and we see weakness, then you can scale out again. That sort of is a very, very good strategy in my opinion to trade these pivot points. But yeah, at the moment it's time for watching, being a bit patient. I think this is still corrective price action. I showed you a few possibilities. No problem, we can still get into this area, which we've been waiting for before. And the key bullish support is still 1370. Below that level, it increases the probabilities that the bear market is continuing. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.